The Conservative Party chair, Lee Anderson, otherwise known as 30p Leanderful, well, he says it's simple biology, and he'd choose heating over eating. While he sits in there, well, in his massive house, supping on a whiskey. Yes, he's been at it again. Well, a report from Joseph Rowntree Foundation suggests that it's no longer a choice for some people, with millions not being able to do either. Okay, but Lee Anderson has provoked more fury. Surprise, surprise. After making light of the perilous situation facing many families across the United Kingdom. It shocks me. It really does shock me when I see and read about how some people struggling in one of the richest countries. Okay, that is rapidly changing, but at the moment it still is. Well, the new deputy chairman of the Conservative Party, I bet they're proud, commonly known as 30p Lee, well, I would say Leanderful, following comments made in relation to food bank users, said simple biology, he says, dictates that he'd choose heating over eating if push came to shove. Despite the UK being one of the world's wealthiest countries, millions of people are being forced to skip meals because they cannot afford food. Or, well, just sit freezing at home because they are too scared to switch the heating on. Watching their card meters just gobble up their credit. Or the worry the next bill that comes in will be paid by direct debit and they've got no control over it. Well, energy bills have soared to unaffordable levels, while record-breaking double-digit inflation has led to food costs rising at a rate of knots. All while the UK workers, they suffer the impact of what is estimated to be the longest pay squeeze in 200-odd years. Austerity, anyone? Well, a report from the Joseph Rowntree Foundation charity this month found that more than 7 million people found it was not even a choice, as they could not afford either properly. Now, the cost of energy is still high. In fact, it's just increased. But you might not know this. The cost of gas has actually gone down. Just not for you. No. Squeezing your pocket just to make theirs bigger. Do these energy giants, while they announce massive profits because of policy in the UK. Madness. Well, in an interview last week with Lewis Perry, director of the climate skeptic group R26, these people are crackpot, I tell you. Anderson was asked, heat or eat? Anderson says, oh, it's got to be heat. He said, you can live longer without food than you can without heat. It's just simple biology. Well, I don't know what school he went to, because you need energy to create body heat. And so if you eat your food and you create that body heat, you can contain it. You just wrap up. You'll last longer. I think he's wrong. Well, in the interview, Anderson also said that the government's target of achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2050 was not a vote winner. Well, he might be a bit wrong on that one, because I believe that Labour actually agrees. So where are people going to vote? They're going to vote, well, for other policies, I suppose. Ones that don't make them poorer. Well, Anderson said, while he was not a denier, climate change was a world problem, which needs a world solution. Well, quite frankly, wouldn't it be better if we were still in the EU? Maybe. Well, the secret word of today is a name. It's a new name for Lee Anderson. And it has to be Leanderful. Oh dear. So the secret word of today is Leanderful Anderson. The man is a saloon. And he's like the face now of the Tory party. Not a good look. No, not at all. It's madness. Anyway, it's time for me to go. But before I do, please boot the old like button. But also, we're planting trees. We're planting 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. And if you want to be a part of that, you can do that in the GoFundMe link down below, and we'll plant a tree on your behalf and put a sign with that tree with your name on, or maybe in memory of a loved one. Well, the links are down below in the description. Well, it's time for me to go, so I'm going to say ta-ta, so ta-ta.